Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Barricade. Of course, this comes from the Studio series, apparently. I don't know. It just weirds me out that would be Studio series and not just like video game or something. Anyways, I don't collect Transformers really. I had Soundwave, which made my top 10 list last year, and that's all I bought last year for Transformers. But I love the War for Cybertron games. I don't personally own them, but I had a cousin that did and always played it with him. So I don't remember what Barricade did in the game, but I also like the design. He's cool looking. So on the front of the box here, of course, we have the plastic-free packaging, which I gotta say the Transformers group is doing it best. With the plastic-free packaging, having a window so I can still see my figure inside. Of course, I did actually cut I can't think of what it's called. There's a thread that goes right across here, and I cut it so you could get a better look in the box. Of course, we got a nice picture of Barricade on the front. Another picture on the side. Nice look at him in his car mode and as a robot. Apparently, we get a display stand with these. I did not know that. Another picture on the side. Not much else on the top or the bottom, so let's get this guy open and see what's so exciting. And here we have Barricade out of the packaging, and I gotta say, he's a nice looking figure. Articulation's okay, but you kind of expect that with Transformers. You know, it's never going to be on par with Marvel Legends or Black Series, but it's still pretty good, given that they have to sacrifice so much for the actual transformations. And sadly, it is something I always forget about, which is why I'm hoping the Red Line starts getting stuff I actually want to buy. Because those look awesome. But just quickly looking at the back here, you know, we get a nice little stand here. Look of the background from the game. It's nice, it's okay. But really, to me, nothing to write home about. It's cool. It's more than a lot of them give us. And for 25 bucks, this is just a nice little accessory. But getting Barricade back in the frame, his only accessory is this little gun. And all you do to attach it is he doesn't actually hold it. I will say, some joints are a little too stiff on this figure. Like right here. It's not super fun to move. All you gotta do though is just plug it on in, and there you go. He now has a gun. His head also does not want to ever turn. So, you know, if I just want to pose him up like that or something, it's surprisingly difficult to really get. That and the fact that his feet are very flimsy. Like, I've had a lot of trouble getting him to stand once I got him out of the box because he kept just falling over onto one of his feet. So, that is a problem. But before I go ahead and show his whole transformation, I do want to show off the articulation they give us, because it is pretty decent. So, for starters, of course, his head can do a full 360 turn, but it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to do. His arms do allow for a full 360-degree turn. Your shoulder can sit about anywhere that you want. Elbow goes to roughly 90 degrees. Again, both arms. This one actually goes a little less, but I'll explain why that's actually pretty good. Again, same thing. They can both rotate as well right here at the elbow. And of course, this is also where this one detaches, like so. He does have a nice little waist swivel, which is mainly for the transformation, but it's still nice articulation-wise, because you can get a lot of neat poses out of it. And of course, when it comes to his legs, can actually kick up really well. I do like that. You get some nice articulation in the legs out of these guys. If you move that all the way down, his leg can go to a 90-degree angle. His foot, of course, moves all the way up and down. Again, that's more for the transformation, but it's still cool. Oh, and it does do a full 360 turn. No, it doesn't. I was wrong at the thigh. His crotch will cut it off, but still, really cool. Alright, so when actually doing the transformation, where I start is at the arm here. And I will say, it's not the most fun thing. That one clips in pretty easy. Again, all you gotta do here is just turn it, put that hand in, clip it down, turn the waist like this. This is just how I did it. I'm sure there's other ways. I'm thinking. No, this is right, isn't it? I'm not going off the instructions. I just tried to figure this out on my own earlier, and I got him to transform. So bear with me, and you will see what I'm doing. Turn the arms like so, and then with the back piece here, you're actually going to unfold it. And once you hear a click, you've unfolded enough to attach it. So this is my main complaint with the figures. This arm pops off super easily, like much easier than I ever think it should. Alright, so put the feet all the way in, clip those down. Let's see. So you have to line these up kind of weird. No, that was not good. So you push that up. Let's see. It's getting caught on some. Okay, yeah. So there's a little notch right here at the top. Hope you can see that you're going to want that to go into before you plug it in here. Again, that stupid arm pops off super easily. Alright. Right in here, there's a little notch. You just got to plug that in. It's being more difficult than it should be for me. Okay, guys, I'm not used to Transformers. I never transformed Soundwave. Come on. Just go in. Okay, yeah. Like so. Get that over the notch, maybe? Please? There we go. Just squish those together. Alright, now this was the absolute hardest part of it, because you're going to have to not push that out. This is a real pain in the butt to do. So you have to like fit these little things under here, and there's a clip inside. So once you get... Okay. That made it look super easy. It wasn't normally that easy for me when I was messing around with it before. But of course, let me just drop the camera a little bit. Now just roll smoothly wherever you want it to, and the gun will plug in using this little slot right here. Oh, other way. This little top thing. Like so. And now you have a cool looking Barricade. Now, the car mode's okay. I've never been a huge fan of the car modes in Transformers. Purely because I want to play with a fun, cool robot. But it is always cool. Because that's what makes Transformers so awesome. They transform. But again, I want to see these guys made with the red line figures where you get swappable hands. It's more focused on articulation, all that cool stuff. Because that's what I really like with my action figures. With my toys. So just pull that back out. Again, you're pretty well just going to reverse your process here. Pull that, pull there. Move these off, separate this. Connect it back together. And then separate it. turn his waist around, like so. Alright, there we go. And I know Transformers has, like, different classes of figures and stuff. I don't exactly know how it works, though. Like, I know it has something to do with size, and it will affect their price. But I don't actually know how it works for deciding, like, what figure's $30 and which one is $25, like this one was. I also just realized I forgot to move my camera back up. So let's just quickly do that, and I can pretend I wasn't looking stupid. So just... Alright, this is the harder one to do, in my humble opinion. You do just about have to pop it off, because otherwise it just doesn't get enough motion out of it. Like so, just plug that. Actually, you know what? Let's plug his gun in. It's gonna look cooler. Put that on his back. And there we have Barricade once again. And again, Decepticons will always look super cool. You got the purple, the black. K-State colors is what you have on here. And if you're not from Kansas, I feel sorry, it's college. Anyways, cool. Looks awesome. I love the eyes on it and all the texturing they got going here. I'm trying not to just gush about the figure, but he is awesome looking. Let me see if I can get him just fully stood as tall as possible here. And we'll get a... Well, I was going to measure him. And then I almost lost the tape measure. So, if I don't hit my camera trying to reach the figure, he comes in at 5.5 inches tall, going from these points. Going from just his head, however, it is about 5 1/3. It's a lot shorter. I can't actually tell because I can't get a dead-on look, but it shortens him quite a bit. So I'm gonna go from from those and go 5.5. Because honestly, why wouldn't you? You want your figures to be as tall as possible. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that will have to do it. If you do want quick comparison with some other figures from the other lines, because again, I don't really have Transformers, here we have the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man next to Barricade, along with, what's a good one to use? My Star Wars stuff is upstairs, except for one, and that is Luke Skywalker. Of course, this is Mandalorian version. If you're a Transformers fan, this probably isn't important to you. But there they are, scaled next to him, just in case you want to mix your lines around. And, for one last one, another thing that Transformers has crossed over with. We have, let me get him posed a little more elegantly. And not leaned over. We have the Cobra, what was he again? Can't remember the name for this guy. The Crimson Guard. It's cool looking. So there he is next to a G.I. Joe. Again, I sadly don't really have Transformers to compare him with. But Transformers, I was a big fan of it in my childhood. I have a bunch of them sitting around somewhere from like the Michael Bay movies. Like I think that was Barricade was the cop car. I have him sitting somewhere. I have all kinds of them. If I can find them, I might just make a video going over the old collection. But with that said and done, thank you for watching. Please do hit that subscribe button and maybe consider leaving a like if you did go on to enjoy the video. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.